In the waning days of World War II, the Empire of Japan was on its knees. Its army paralyzed, its navy sunk. And yet, on August 6, 1945, American forces employed the most powerful weapon known to man, the atomic bomb. With Hiroshima and Nagasaki razed to the ground, Japan raises its white flag. And yet, the following decades have marked Japan's rise as one of the world's economic powers. But beyond the surrender, what did the atomic bombs have to do with the Showa era and Japanese society? Travel into the 21st century and witness the rise of Japan and the legacy of the bomb. The dropping of the atomic bombs marked the end of World War II, but not without cost. American armed forces abetted the murder of 200,000 civilians, thus violating the Geneva Convention. The bombs not only caused severe infrastructural damage, but also massive psychological repercussions. Many of the A-bomb survivors still recall the aftermath. Eyewitness accounts describe a light brighter than the sun, turning the morning sky pitch black. As Hiroshima burns, black rain falls. For the survivors, their ordeal continues till this day, many of whom battle cancer and disability. For the next 7 years, Japan will be ruled by its conquerors, the Allies. With a new system of government and a new constitution, Japan sets out to rule the world again, this time on the economic field. To do this, Japan begins rebuilding its international relations. Within 25 years, Japan will become a member of the United Nations and the Group of Eight. Thus, collaboration with the international community becomes a core tenet of Japan's growth policies. By becoming an ally of the United States, the Japanese successfully harnessed America's growth in boosting the domestic economy. Between 1945 and 1990, Japanese GDP increased by 3,000%. In 1975, Emperor Hirohito meets the American President Ford for the first time in living history, thus strengthening Japan's renewed alliance with the West. Till this day, the Japanese campaign for peace and non-proliferation. Japan has given up its right to war. To the Japanese, the atomic bomb has marked a grave mistake in world history that should never be repeated. And yet, Japan's people remain largely ignorant of their empire's military campaigns in World War II. Textbooks are altered to glorify Japanese warriors. To Japanese students, the rape of Nanking never occurred, nor did the invasions of China and Southeast Asia. But at the end of the day, the memories of war are impossible to erase. To many first-generation Japanese, surrender meant the end of Japan's glory days. But swept up in the tide of globalization, Japan finds itself dragged into the modern world. Forced to enter the 21st century, Japan has left its military instinct behind, or at least most of it. Forget the 30 million deaths at the hands of the Japanese army. Forget the atrocities of Korea, Nanking, and Malaya. Truly, the land of the rising sun has come far. The Japanese people continue to face the future with dignity, in the hope that their nation and monarchy will enjoy peace for generations to come.